I gave my daughters 1 week to leave my house after what they did to their half-brother. So my son Ethan is 17 and has autism. He's high-functioning but still struggles with social stuff and gets really overwhelmed by loud noises and crowds. My two daughters, Courtney and Ashley, are 22 and 24. Both live at home while they're finishing college. Their mom died when they were little, and I remarried when Ethan was 5. His mom is amazing with him. Ethan has this thing where he collects these vintage toy cars. Not expensive ones, just old Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars he finds at garage sales and thrift stores. He keeps them organized in these clear plastic cases in his room, sorted by year and color. It's his biggest interest, and it helps him stay calm when he's having a rough day. Last month, Ethan saved up $200 from his part-time job at the grocery store to buy this rare 1969 Camaro die-cast car he found on eBay. This thing was his holy grail. He talked about it for weeks, showed me pictures every day, counted down until it arrived. When it finally came, he was so happy he couldn't stop smiling for like 3 hours straight. Fast forward to last weekend. Courtney was having some friends over for her birthday party. I told everyone beforehand that Ethan would probably stay in his room because parties stress him out, and please keep the music at a reasonable volume. Most of her friends are cool about it since they've known Ethan for years. But Courtney invited this new guy she's been seeing, Brandon, and apparently didn't bother explaining the situation. Around 10 p.m., I hear shouting upstairs. I run up and find Brandon in Ethan's room, holding the Camaro car, with Ethan crying and trying to get it back. Brandon's going, "Come on, man, don't be such a baby, it's just a toy car," while Courtney and Ashley are standing in the doorway laughing. Not like nervous laughing, but actually thinking it's funny that their brother is having a meltdown. I tell Brandon to put the car down immediately. This idiot looks me dead in the eye and goes, "Or what?" Then he throws the car on the floor. The thing shatters into like 15 pieces. Ethan starts screaming, not crying, but actually screaming, and rocks back and forth on his bed. I kick Brandon out immediately. Courtney follows him, yelling at me for embarrassing her in front of her friends. Ashley stays just long enough to tell Ethan he needs to grow up and stop acting like a freak. That's when I lost it. I told both of them they had exactly 1 week to find somewhere else to live. Courtney tried to argue that it was an accident, that Brandon didn't know better. I said, tough luck. You're supposed to protect your brother, not join in when someone's bullying him. The next morning, Ethan's mom found him trying to glue the pieces back together at his desk. Some parts were too small to fix. She started crying when she saw it, which made Ethan start crying again because he thought he did something wrong. I spent that whole day calling collectible toy stores trying to find another one. Finally found a guy 3 states over who had one in decent condition for $400. Bought it immediately and paid for overnight shipping. When it arrived and I gave it to Ethan, he hugged me so tight I thought he might crack my ribs. But then he asked why Courtney and Ashley weren't at dinner anymore. Explaining that they moved out because of what happened was one of the hardest conversations I've ever had. Courtney texted me yesterday saying she found an apartment but can't afford the deposit and wants to come back home. I told her no. Ashley called crying saying she's staying with friends but it's not working out long term. Also told her no,